Welcome to Norway!
Jeg er her I Norge!
12 norsk-amerikanere I Norge for aller første gang.
I can't believe that this is my life right now. This is incredible.
Gjennom de neste ukene skal de få bli kjent med landet deres forfedre forlot. Her skal de få lære mer om sine røtter og hvor de kommer fra.
I feel like the luckiest girl in the world right now. Nothing compares to this feeling.
It's impossible not to say that at this point I feel more Norwegian than I ever could have imagined feeling.
Hey, skål!
Men denne fantastiske reisen gjennom Norge ikke bare kos og hygge. Det også beinhard konkurranse.
If you don't get over here, I'm gonna grill that ass!
Og hver uke må den som ikke takler det typisk norske hverdagslivet, forlate alt for Norge og reise tilbake til Amerika.
It's been a really good experience. I don't want to go home.
It won't be the same.
Stavanger Norges oljehovedstad og har noen av de vakreste sandstrendene I landet. Men det hverken sort gull eller norske surfestrender det skal handle om denne uken. Norsk-amerikanerne har kommet hit for å lære, ja, nettopp det å lære.
This place is beautiful. It is. I love it. Gorgeous. Oh, there's something up there, you guys.
Norwegian for dummies.
You know, Norwegian for Dummies hits our group at different places.
Yeah, I need this Norwegian for Dummies.
For instance, Johnny's not a dummy when it comes to Norwegian.
Johnny, how much do you have?
I kind of speak Norwegian.
Yeah.
A little.
2 years.
I took 1 full year of Norwegian at Stanford. I had a really good teacher, which is why I pronounce so well and still kind of remember. I helgene, jeg liker å gå på ski.
And then you've got me on a different end of that spectrum. Jeg snakker ikke norsk or litt norsk. So it's good that the expectation was Norwegian for Dummies because I've got a lot of work to do.
Hey, hi, have a seat.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is great.
Welcome to Stavanger and welcome back to school. This week you're actually going to graduate from high school, or ta artium, as we say. And you're going to do it Norwegian style. High school is called videregående in Norway.
Videregående.
And it's pretty much the same in Norway as it is in America. We have the scary teachers, we have the cool teachers, we have the mean bullies, we have the clever nerds, we have the bimbos, the jocks, and we have the final exam. And just like in America, Norwegians celebrate the final exam big time. But there's a slight difference to just when and how they do it. Because the Norwegian students celebrate before the final exams.
It's pretty funny the order that it goes in. Party, then do the test. But I guess they're just really confident in their ability to do really well in their finals, so they might as well have fun first.
This week, you're gonna be russ.
I was so excited when I heard we were going to be Norske Russ. My whole college career has been training for this day.
You have to bear in mind that your exam is right around the corner. And if you want to survive the russetid and eventually graduate, you have to pay attention in class. So you guys ready? Yeah. Then you can turn to page 1 in your Alt for Norge books. There's quite a lot in Norway that we use slang for, and that makes it easier for you guys. Because in Norwegian, if you were to say, "It's you, how lovely to see you," there's a way to say that in Norwegian, which is really simple. And it's just... Nah, man.
Nah, man.
Nah, man.
Nah, man.
Nah, man.
But the pronunciation is really important there. Nah, man. Nah, man.
Norwegian's a very sing-songy language. It's got lutefisk and lefse and krumkake, very much up and down sing-songy. Everybody sounds very happy when they're speaking it.
Men som russ er det også en sang de norsk-amerikanske studentene må lære.
Chicka-lacka, show, show, show. Boom-a-lacka, bo, bo, bo. Chicka-lacka, boom-a-lacka, ya, boom, bo. Yula-kaka, yembak, bro.
The meaning of the Boom-a-lacka, Shakalaka, Chickalaka song, as far as I know, I think it's like something like, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. I don't know what it means, that's what I'm saying.
Grunnkurset er i ferd med å bli enda mer vrient, for nå skal de lære at KJ-lyden er noe helt annet enn SKJ-lyden.
The whole thing about this sound is that it changes the word completely. Oh. So if I say kjede, it means chain. But if I say skjede, it means vagina. So it's pretty handy to have this one nailed down, you know?
Theda, no, skjede is chain, but skjede is vagina.
This is the page that I'm most worried about.
That page is...
And this is the pronunciation issue, the hat that you have to wear on Rus.
Rusalo?
Lit.
Lit?
Lit.
No, it's like lit, because there's two T's, so this vowel is really short.
Okay, lit.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, now teach me how to say vagina.
I have no use for that word.
Mestedu.
Yeah.
Vorfine jeg namestedu. This is one we don't want to mess up.
The Norwegian course for dummies was not particularly easy, but I think that, as with anything, you need to put in the time inside the classroom and outside the classroom, and so I'm ready and excited to learn more outside the classroom.
My name's Lars Phillips, and I'm a real Norwegian American from Ballard in Seattle, Washington. I love where I'm from, and I'd love to show you around. What do you think? Let's do this. When you drive around Ballard, you see Norwegian flags almost every block. There are a lot of Norwegians here in town, and the Norwegians who are here are very prideful of their heritage.
Even the street art is Norwegian. I don't want to block Oslo, though. Yeah, no problem blocking Sweden. Are you serious? Krumkake and krumkake today? This place is perfect.
Being a Norwegian in Ballard is something that I don't take for granted and something that I'm very proud of. I am the owner of a baseball team. My team is the Ballard Nordics. I named the team after Ballard and the Norwegian culture. Granted, that baseball team is full of 10 and 11-year-olds, but nonetheless, I'm the owner of that team.
You ready to play?
Yeah!
Are you guys gonna win?
Yeah!
Hey, let's do this, guys.
There are players on the team who actually do have a lot of Scandinavian ancestry, and so they appreciate the fact that they play for the Nordics.
All right, Nordics! Yeah!
A few of them have actually been to Norway, and I have not, so they know more about Norway than I do.
Yeah, buddy! Right on, bud!
Getting ready to go to Norway. I always had a connection to Norway. On our Christmas tree, we always had Norwegian flags hanging. It's one thing to be Norwegian and to celebrate all of these traditions, but at the same time, not truly knowing what that means and not knowing what the homeland is like is going to really mean a lot to me.
Norsk-amerikanerne har gjennomført grunnkurset. Nå får de muligheten til å finslipe norsken de har lært ved å øve med ekte norske studenter.
It was overwhelming in a good way when we came around the corner, and it was like just so much action going on and all these colors, and the vans were exciting. There's a lot of underboob going on, and it was just So much going on. It was fun.
Hi, dere grus?
Yeah!
You're not the real Rus. You need to attend the baptism first.
When I heard they said something about baptism, and I was like, did they just say baptism? What are we gonna do? And then that's when I saw the pig head.
Jeg døper deg nå. Det er en ekte russ. Du kan nå kysse grisehodet.
I was willing to kiss the dead pig, you know? He kind of had a cute little snout going on, and I knew he wasn't going to bite back or anything, so just have to go for it.
Oh, I don't want to do this. I was just really hoping we weren't going to eat it or lick it.
Jeg døper deg nå til å bli en ekte norsk russ. Du kan nå kysse grisen. Jeg døper deg til å bli en ekte norsk russ.
Obviously, the ceremony is nothing like what we see in the States, but I think everybody who's a part of this group was hoping that they would get the chance to roost, and knowing that we're going to get to do this or something related to the roost is obviously really, really cool. I didn't anticipate that I'd have this kind of a look on my face, but I do, so you just go with it.
I'm here alt for Norge. I'm not half for Norge, and I grew up on a hog farm. I had hogs around me all the time, nothing new. And I was going to give that Norwegian hog all I could.
When Jeff kissed the pig, I thought that kiss would never end. It was a blockbuster, amazing kiss.
I don't know exactly what happened on the hog farms he grew up at when he was growing up, but he gave that pig a run for its money.
I think my face has turned into a perverse drunk birthday cake. I think what we're looking at here is the beginning of what might be a series of really regrettable choices.
Nordmenn har lange tradisjoner I å markere at vi ferdige på videregående. Russefeiringen slik den I dag har røtter tilbake til tiden rundt unionsoppløsningen I 1905. Da var russen patriotisk ungdom fra samfunnets øvre skikt, som blant annet brukte 17. mai-toget til å markere ståsted I politiske saker. Senere har russetiden utviklet seg til en svært folkelig oppvisning I rølp og rangling, som de fleste nordmenn legger ned mye arbeid I å gjennomføre. I 1979 ble det vedtatt at eksamen skulle flyttes til etter 17. mai. Tanken var at dette ville roe den ville feiringen og gi elevene mer tid til faglige forberedelser. Men tiltaket la overhodet ingen demper på stemningen. Så nå må norsk-amerikanerne vise at også de kan gjennomføre en ekte norsk russetid og bestå eksamen etterpå.
Oh, I think this is a get-out-of-jail-free card.
What's it say on there, do we know?
Rod Roos, Jeff Johnson. Hvem har Clint Eastwood utover hele gulvet? That is what it says. But I don't know what it means.
Hey, do I look like this?
Oh, you look like
Yeah.
Rod Roos, Derek, adresse Munken, det størrelsen det kommer an på.
Hi Norway, my name is Derek Thingvold, and I'm from Bemidji, Minnesota and Sunderland de Oppland. And I'm probably the tallest Norwegian American you've ever seen.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Being a tall person has its advantages and disadvantages. One of the biggest disadvantages is I hit my head on things a lot.
Damn it.
Just the other day, I smoked my head on an exit sign, just right into it.
There's Derek. Hello.
Hello.
Yay, aren't you excited?
How are you? I have a very tight relationship with my family, and it's a very important part of my life. How you doing, Grandpa?
Good.
Good to see you.
You're all set?
Yep.
We're excited for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. My family is so excited that I'm going to Norway. especially my grandpa. He really values his Norwegian heritage and culture, and he loves everything about Norway.
You'll be there on the 7. Mai. Do you know what that is?
No. I don't know a whole lot about my Norwegian ancestors, unfortunately. I don't know a whole lot about Norway, to be honest. Grandpa, you've been in Norway, right?
Yep, Oslo and Bergen.
That's right. My grandfather is my biggest fan, and he's supported me throughout my entire life.
Yeah, have lots of fun.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Yep. Take care.
And going to Norway is a way of me giving back to him and repaying him for all the kindness and support that he's given me throughout the years.
Miss you.
Miss you too.
Bye.
See you guys.
All right.
Love you guys. I'll see you later.
Proud of you.
Norsk-amerikanernes russefeiring har begynt, og nå skal de få ukas første utfordring.
Hey guys! You look amazing. Thank you. So how do you guys think it was to meet real Norwegian Russ?
It's awesome.
It's good?
Yeah.
Because you absolutely look the part now. But there is one little thing that's missing.
What?
You need russebiler. And we're gonna fix that for you. Because these 2 cars are gonna be your russebiler. In this week's team competition, you're gonna pimp these cars to be as cool and russete as you possibly can.
Yeah! All right. That's awesome.
And for Norwegian Russ, having the coolest, most pimped up car is a big deal. But it's an even bigger deal for you guys. Because tomorrow, your cars will be judged by a group of Norwegian Russ, and the team that wins is safe for another week.
Oh. Yeah.
However, the team that loses will have to face a final exam, and for one of you, it'll be the last thing you do in Alt for Norge.
Wow.
So, all that's left for me to say is good luck, be creative, have fun, and make these cars look awesome. Okay? You can get in your cars. Go on.
Konkurransen er i gang, og på rødt lag finner vi Derek, Jeff, Kate, Johnny og Heidi. Brittany fikk Norwegian Spirit Award forrige uke, og kan derfor ikke sendes hjem denne uka, men hun får allikevel være med på moroa. På blått lag finner vi Richard, Joni, Lauren, Lars, Kelsey og Thomas.
I'm honestly really excited to style a car. I paint and illustrate for a living, and I think our team's going to do a really good job.
Oh, we got this, you guys.
Norsk-amerikanerne skal nå handle inn det de trenger til pimpingen, men aller først må de finne ut hvordan man kjører en bil med gir.
What's the problem? You got it? You got it? Okay. Have fun. A for effort, Johnny. A for effort.
Hvert av lagene har fått 1000 kroner, og nå har de 10 minutter på å handle inn det de har lyst til å pimpe russebilen sin med. Men siden rødt lag vant konkurransen forrige uke, får de 300 kroner ekstra å shoppe godsaker for.
I think Team Red is definitely going to win. We got 300 more kroner than the other team. But aside from that, we have Heidi, who's an artist, and Jeff, who is a designer. We have me, like, thinking of the puns, and together as a team, we're gonna really execute this well and make a kick-ass pimpmobile.
Blått lag har færre kroner å handle for, men satser på at et perfekt tema vil overbevise russen.
Our van is going by the theme Taylor Shaft instead of Taylor Swift.
Should we decorate the inside of the van with like girly things?
I think we
for,
could
like,
decorate
Taylor?
the inside of the van with absolutely anything we want
let's
with this.
Let's get like a stripper pole.
And we've got a Norwegian quote from Paradise Hotel. It's basically, does anyone want to do a Peter Norgard? Which is essentially like this.
All the kids were laughing about
Before
that. They already knew it because they already think, and that's culturally significant.
A Peter Northug is when a lady, instead of ski poles in her hand, she has other things. Boy things? Yeah.
like that.
I like that. Okay. Men i motsetning til Petter Northug går blått lag til verks uten en god taktikk. Og uten en plan blir det fort bare kaos.
Wait, I was gonna say, so who... Do you guys want to look for like the inside stuff, like disco lights or like stuff like that?
Og som lagleder blir Thomas litt bekymret.
I was extremely nervous at the store. I'm a planner. I like having a really straightforward, understandable plan, and we had like 10 minutes to figure it out. I was terrified. We got a lot at stake, and friends are gonna have to leave, and I'd like to protect our team if possible.
Pom-poms.
For what?
For shake it off being at Taylor Swift thing. What do you think? No?
Skiing? Are we gonna put like fake skis on them?
So if we like wrap it up, yeah, like and paint it brown.
Is it gonna look like poop?
We're gonna make it look like poop. Yeah. What do you think of this? She's pooping. Okay, let's think about.
We only have
We
so
might not
much.
be able to afford those.
I'm really excited to pimp out the Russbiler because we have a really great idea. It's going to be like a free love, 60s, flower power.
Do we need mirrors in our sex van?
Yes, absolutely. Everywhere.
On the ceiling.
Yes! It's based on this principle that Rus is all about like sex and doing sexual things and naughtiness. So our Russbiler is going to be oh so naughty.
Should we get a smaller mirror in case this...
Yeah, let's bring one of each up and we can decide.
Okay, I really want to go for the big one.
I want to go for the big one too.
Okay, cool.
All right, that's what she said.
Yeah, I want to go for the big one too.
anything?
Yeah, will you carry my big one?
Etter pausen får du se hvordan det går når lagene pimper russebussene sine.
You've got kissing chicks.
Sikkelake, show, show, show. Det er faktisk jævlig bra, Martas. Det er kunstnerisk.
Winning team is
Norsk-amerikanerne er på Jæren, der de nå er i gang med ukas lagkonkurranse, som er å pimpe sin egen russebil. De har bare 24 timer på seg til å style bilen så fet at de kan vinne Stavanger-russens hjerter med den aller kuleste russedoningen.
So this side you're seeing is the...
Yep, this side is this. Having Jeff and Heidi on our team was huge. Heidi as a painter and Jeff as a designer, graphic designer. I mean, just like when I heard about this competition, I was like, we're set.
Hey, Johnny, team leader, when you got time, why don't you mosey on over here and check progress?
Our team is really strong, but ultimately it will be the Russ who decide which design they like better. So it really could be anybody's game, but I think that we're definitely going to win.
Blått lag satser tungt på humor i stylinga.
And you know they're gonna laugh when they come in our vehicle and squeeze the pig. So it'll be good. Always good to make someone laugh. You get points when people laugh.
Men teamleder Thomas ler ikke.
I honestly feel like I've got a lot of skin in the game right now, mainly because it was kind of my idea at the store. So I'll feel personally responsible if someone has to go home.
Norsk-amerikanerne har ingen tid å miste, for de må få gjort mest mulig før solen går ned. De jobber faktisk så knallhardt at de er i ferd med å gå glipp av den vakre maikvelden.
You're doing great. You're doing great. You're making
I know I'm doing great, but it's not working. I just really wish I had a sewing machine. So I looked up and I noticed there was this beautiful sunset, and all I could think about was, why won't this staple gun staple my stupid fake leather into my chair? I can't even enjoy the sunset in Stavanger. This is not working.
You're doing it. You're doing it.
Let it show.
Let it go.
Now they know. Let it go. Let it go. And use a tape instead of a table gun. Let it go. Let it go. I'm taping upholstery on.
Fucking nailing it. Nailing it.
It's a little freestyling.
I think of the 18-year-old Norwegian kids. Don't pick this, they have no sense of humor because this is such a good idea.
I think the process is actually going really well now. It took us a minute to get our thoughts collected on what we really wanted to do, but more and more ideas just keep popping in our heads about what to do, and I think we're gonna have a good theme. Hi Norway, I'm Kelsey. I'm a Norwegian American from Montana Upland, and I work as a chief stewardess on luxury motor yachts here in Florida. I'm a combination of being a concierge, a bartender, a server.
Thank you.
I tend to kind of do everything.
Do you have any suggestions of a great seafood restaurant in the area?
Oh, I have plenty actually. We can go anywhere that they dream up. We can do anything that they can dream up. If they want to have a cat on board, we find a cat. It's fun to be able to have unlimited resources to make people really happy. I work around the world on the yacht, but I really take every opportunity to go home and see my family in Montana. I've always been curious about where we came from. Grandma loved sharing the tradition of lefse and the tradition of lutefisk, and I mean, Grandpa would take a nightcap of brandy every night, and he said it was Norwegian. I don't know if it really was a Norwegian tradition.
An old Norwegian toast. It goes en skål, min skål, alle femma flekka skål, which means here's to you, and here's to me, and here's to the beautiful ladies.
I'm really excited to see if what I think Norway is and what I've pictured it as a young girl growing up, if that's the way it really is.
Maybe she'll meet some handsome Norwegian.
Oh, is that? Oh. Get the family back over there? Is that what you're
Have some cute little Norwegian babies.
Oh, boy. I'm looking forward to getting on the plane and going over there and just seeing where I come from. All right, Grandma, I'll see you later. I love you. All right, I love you guys.
I love you guys.
Bye. Don't forget the presents.
Norsk-amerikanerne har jobbet hele natta, og de er snart klare til å vise fram de nystyla russebilene sine. Begge lagene vil prøve å imponere den norske russen med temaer de håper russen er opptatt av.
This looks awesome. I feel like I'm going to be chanting this the rest of my life.
You know, I'm feeling pretty good about our roost car. We had a lot of fun putting it together, and I think that we went with a very solid theme.
So as you can see, this is the front of our car. It says Taylor Shaft in kind of a Taylor Swift font. We got ski poles on the front because of the reference to Petter Northug. This is our Taylor Swift with her signature red lipstick. Skiing obviously doesn't have any poles in her hands because there are other things in her hands. So as you can see, there's a voice bubble that goes around. I can try and read it for you. Noen som vil ver med pa a ta en Petter Northug. Around this side, it says "Shake It Off," and that's obviously a Taylor Swift lyric, but we also thought it would fit the theme. So
I'm very, very proud of our team. The only part I'm nervous about in this competition is not knowing what's in the other van.
I present to you the Stavanger Banger. I just wish I could drive this car around everywhere. It's like, look at me, I got grills in my teeth. I'm the VW red sex bus. This is the side that the other team can't see, and you are just going to die. You see, we have this beautiful Norwegian woman.
Modeled after Heidi.
Modeled after Heidi with the blue eyes, flowing hair. So when you shut the door, you've got kissing chicks. Who doesn't love kiss? I mean, they're beautiful, they're sexy, they're kissing. Everyone is gonna vote for this. Everyone is gonna love this. And this is my favorite part of the whole thing. Brittany can open the beer, put it in the funnel, and you can stand, you can sit, you can kneel, you can do whatever you want. And it goes all right in your mouth. If we don't win, it will be on my shoulders because this is my vision. It's sexy, it's frat-tastic. This is the best russbiler I världen.
On three, we're gonna go Stavanger Danger. Ready? Stavanger Banger.
Stavanger Banger.
1, 2, 3.
Stavanger Banger!
Norsk-amerikanernes nypimpa russebiler skal nå beundres og bedømmes av noen som vet hva de snakker om, nemlig Stavanger-russen.
Chickalaka, chickalaka, show, show, show. Boomalaka, boomalaka, bo, bo, bo. Chickalaka, boomalaka, yo, yo, yo. Shake it up, shake it up. Woo-hoo! We are gonna win this thing! Yeah!
You guys are now finally real Norwegian russ. Disse 12 norsk-amerikanerne har hatt under 24 timer på seg på å style bilene sine. Synes det ser bra ut? I have to say you've done an amazing job, and both of your russebiler look great. But now it's getting serious. Because these russ are now going to decide which team wins and which team loses the competition.
Det er det lett, liksom.
Det er faktisk jævlig bra, Martas. Det er kunstnerisk.
I think they're liking it.
I think they like it.
I'm not nervous about anything. Like, I mean, yeah, like there's always like, what if they do choose theirs over ours for some reason? But I don't think there's any way that we'll lose with this car.
Vi skjønner hva som greia med greia.
I didn't think the team advantage the red team got, the 300 kroner, would make a big difference, but I think given the other extra items that they have, I think it potentially could. The bed and the mirror probably equals about 300 kroner.
Her kan man ikke ligge.
I think our car isn't quite as dramatic, but we have like a play on words that all the Norwegians would get.
Noen som vil være med på
Det er plutselig. Det er aktuell van. Det er ikke dårlig, ass.
That's what we're pulling for. I think that's what would give us the upper hand.
Both vans are really good. I think we're going to win 65% votes for us, 35 for them.
You know, all of our cards are down and the chips will fall as they may.
I've now counted all the votes and spoken to the judges. And they told me that what they liked best about the blue van was the way the theme was well executed and all the way through the russebil. But they also loved the lips on the front and the bed in the back on the red van. And I'm amazed at how close a race this was, because there's actually just one vote that separates the two teams.
What? We got a chance. We got a chance.
The winning team can celebrate with these guys all night if they want. The losing team will have to be at school tomorrow morning to face a final exam.
I don't want anyone on my team to go home. I actually don't want anyone to go home. I wish we could just play here in Norwegian Wonderland and dance around in our little Rus outfits forever, but I guess we can't have that.
The winning team, by one vote, is...
Waiting for the result, I felt like I couldn't breathe. Everything changes based on this one word from Fritjof, red or blue.
The winning team is... Team Blue.
When I heard we won, I lost it. I made like a noise that I don't think I've heard come out of my own mouth before.
It was a combination of so excited and so ecstatic and relieved that we had won, but at the same time it was almost like an instant wave of crap, someone else is going home.
I'm feeling really upset that we lost. I just really want to meet my family. So I just can't leave yet. I need to know more about Norway. That's why I came, and I'm not ready to go yet.
That means for the red team, apart from Brittany, because you got the Spirit Award last week, that means you're safe. But the rest of you will have to be at school tomorrow morning. And for one of you, the final exam will be the last thing you do in Alt for Norge. So I wouldn't party too hard tonight.
Going into this exam tomorrow morning, I'm just gonna think about my girls and think about my mom. I need to find out more so I can teach my girls everything I can, you know, that I learn here.
I can't handle going home.
We all go home. We all go home. We all go home. It's a question of when we go. When we go. I've only been here for a very short time, but I did not know these emotions were here, and that's a surprise. And I'll go to it. But also uncomfortable as rawhide underwear. It's as uncomfortable as cactus condoms. It is so uncomfortable to realize you have this depth of emotion, and it's tied to dirt that you don't own. And tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Soon I'll be off this dirt. Hopefully more ticks and tocks, but maybe one tick. Hello, Norway. I'm Jeff Johnson. I'm a proud Norwegian American from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Toten in Upland. I love canoeing because it is a great outdoor sport. I grew up in a very dry, non-watery place in North Dakota, and when I arrived in Minnesota, I just fell in love with it. So there are very few absolute truisms when it comes to canoeing, but the only one I really have is that a cigar without a gin and tonic is very much a wasted cigar. So I grew up in rural North Dakota, and I'm the youngest of 8 on a family farm. We ate government cheese and stuff that we shot, and we just stayed alive. And yeah, I'm pretty tough to kill. Like, I'm pretty tough to kill. Hopefully, like, there's some more joyful things about me too. Honey, kids! I'm home! My family means everything to me, and we enjoy each other's company. We enjoy hanging out, and we enjoy our neighborhood quite a bit. Who wants to play some street hockey? Being a father is the best thing I do. It's the job I take the most seriously. Easily, the hardest thing of this trip is going to be being away from my wife and children for X amount of time and not being able to talk to them. So here it is. Here, look closely. It's my one pair of pants that I own right there. My preferred method of dress all winter is wool long johns and shorts, and socks and sandals.
Do the socks match your sandals?
Well, every pair of socks matches sandals. That's the benefit of socks and sandals. Most of the way that I dress is generally cheap and effective birth control.
Bye, Dad.
See you later, good people.
See you, Dad.
I love you guys. Growing up as a child of a family with not a lot of money, it was just as likely I was going to Narnia as I was going to go to Norway.
We'll see you soon.
To actually look at my extended family face to face and say, hey, we made it. Like, we didn't die. See you guys. Bye-bye. Like, I can't even vocalize it.
Tilbake I Stavanger russefeiringa I full gang, og selv om morgendagens eksamen venter for det røde laget, har de mer å lære om det å være russ før de kan åpne lærebøkene.
All right, guys, you gotta see this. Kristen is about to do something crazy.
I heard someone saying Christian's about to do something crazy, so we ran over, and I couldn't see at first, but once I finally got my head through, I saw a razor going over this guy's head. Oh, to be young again and not care if you have hair.
It'll all go away when you get to be my age. Keep the hair. Jesus, don't do it.
I was just like shocked. They just shaved the top of his head and they left everything else. And it was just like, why would you do that?
Why, in the name of Odin, did you do this horrible thing? It's tradition to do this crazy thing while you are with us. So now I get this to tie in my hat. Does anybody of you want to do russeknuter?
Deltakerne får en liste over knuter man kan ta, og den første å kysse en russepresident.
Can we start now? Let's go do it.
Jeff shocked us all by just going straight for the guy and not only giving him just a peck or a smooch, but he really went at it. I think he might have slipped him a little bit of tongue there.
No one expected it. Everyone freaked out, and it was awesome. I'm pretty sure that kid's probably scarred for life.
I was not ready for that to happen. He was. He was.
You have to run 3 times around the cathedral wearing nothing but your underwear.
Okay, I'm not waiting for you, fool.
The first one we went to was that cathedral. It was kind of uncomfortable at first, just because like you're out in front of the public, almost naked. But then it's just like no one cares. Like it's a good time, man. It's a tradition.
Create at least a 10-meter-long chain of clothes in the Stavanger Center.
I feel liberated. It's like, oh, don't worry, Mr. Policeman, I'm in Roos outfit. And he'll just be like, okay, Johnny, go on your merry way.
It looks great from here.
It's actually been a dream of mine for many years, and I always thought, like, oh, I'm too old. That ship sailed.
You want to go do the bear hug one with me?
We need hugs. But it didn't. Here I am, in Roos.
Hello from America!
Russknut is genius. It's a great way of taking teenage rebellion and excess and funneling it into this awesome things.
Welcome to our bus.
Look at this. This is awesome.
Ooh. Did you raise money to like get the bus and decorate it and clean it and everything, or how does that work?
How much did it cost?
On this bus, I think the budget is around 1.3 million Norwegian kroner.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm pretty impressed with your commitment to absurdity. You impressed the hell out of me.
Mens Britney og det blå laget kan slippe alle hemninger og nyte mainatten, nærmer russetiden seg slutten for det røde laget. Morgendagens individuelle konkurranse snart her, og Heidi begynner å føle på eksamensnervene.
I have a lot to learn, and the language is essentially one of the main things I still have to learn, and I'll try my best, but you know, I thought we tried our best this time too. Sometimes your best just isn't good enough, but I'm gonna try really hard. And hopefully it works out in my favor. I just, you know, you never know.
Etter pausen må taperlaget øve til eksamen.
Shoulder is cut.
No.
Shoulder is drive.
No.
Og den som ikke består, må dra hjem til USA.
Everybody knows the vocabulary so well that it's really anyone's game.
Jeff. Yes, Jeff.
Norsk-amerikanernes russetid over, og eksamen nærmer seg for taperlaget. Men før vi finner ut hvem som den første til å forlate alt for Norge, har Heidi fått en unik mulighet til å lære mer om sin bakgrunn. Hun nå på vei til Isdal I Stord for å besøke et sted hvor hennes familie har dype røtter.
It's gorgeous. It looks like something out of a book I've read. Why would you leave this place?
Heidi har også fått med seg et brev med informasjon om sin norske slekt.
Dear Heidi, welcome to Isdal and Stord, an area where you have deep Norwegian roots. 200 years ago, in 1816, your 5 times great-grandfather, Torstein, bought the land where you are sitting now. The house that was once here is gone, but the rocks you see close by are the remains of what was once the building's foundation.
Gården var blant annet hjemmet til Heidis forfedre Brita og broren Torstein, som hadde jobb på den lokale dynamittfabrikken.
It was a Monday morning. Brita's brother Torstein had just arrived at the dynamite factory with a load of home-produced dynamite crates. Shortly after he entered the building, the factory exploded. Torstein was killed instantly. Years passed, and Britta eventually took over the farm with her husband, your 3 times great-grandfather Elias. In the middle of daily routines, a dream of something bigger started to grow for Britta and Elias. And it was here they made up their minds and decided to leave the well-known atmosphere at Isdal in search of new opportunities. Despite the risks, Brita's family embarked on an adventurous travel to build a life in an unknown country in March of 1892. Brita and Elias created a good life for themselves in America, where they were blessed with many descendants. This is a picture of a painting made by one of your Norwegian relatives, who is an artist just like you. And she would love to welcome you back to Stord and meet you. It's beautiful. I had no idea. So I imagine that this is probably where the door would be, and you'd walk up like this. And they had a beautiful view. I never felt the sense of completeness in my life that I do at this very moment. It all makes sense.
Det snart eksamen, og norsk-amerikanerne må virkelig pugge for harde livet. Den som taper denne konkurransen må nemlig forlate Norge og reise hjem til USA.
Show discretion. I'll be honest with you, I'm sad today. Sad that one of us is going home. Sad that it might be me. I'm going to give everything I got, and I will try my hardest, and I will try to stay here.
I will admit I'm nervous. They could throw anything on this exam, and I just really need to take it seriously because I am not ready to go home yet.
Busstema.
Busstema.
That's easy.
The theme, which I think we could have done a little bit better on yesterday.
Hey, I think our theme was great.
I think it was wonderful.
Let's not dwell on yesterday.
I'm having nightmares about Taylor's shaft.
Waking up and studying for the exam was difficult, just knowing that my team lost and that one of us has to go home. I have to do well in this exam. I have to be focused, I have to study, I have to know my stuff, because if I don't, that's it for me. So it's definitely a huge focusing point for me.
Shore. Shore is cut.
No.
Shore is drive.
No.
Shore is gender.
No.
For me, this quiz is gonna mean, it just means everything to me. I have literally dreamed of being in Norway my entire life, and I feel so blessed to have been here already for almost 2 weeks. But I'm not done yet, so I have to pass this quiz. I have to ace it so I can be guaranteed to be here another week.
I don't know who my biggest competitor is today. Our team is so strong and everybody knows the vocabulary so well that it's really anyone's game.
Now it's time for your final exam. I hope all of you have paid attention to everything you've learned this week, because this test is crucial.
Deltakerne får nå spørsmål om det de har lært denne uken. Den som roper navnet sitt først får lov til å svare, og rett svar gir 2 poeng. Deltakerne som får 5 poeng har bestått eksamen og blir belønnet med en uke til i Norge. Men den som sitter igjen som sistemann har strøket på eksamen og er den første som må forlate alt for Norge og reise tilbake til Amerika.
You ready?
Yes.
Yeah. How do you say this sentence in Norwegian? Excuse me, could you repeat that?
Derek.
Yes, Derek.
Huh?
That's correct. You get 2 points. What is the Norwegian name for silly challenges that the...
Kate.
Yes, Kate.
Ryseknytte.
That's correct. You get 2 points. How do you say this in Norwegian? Sorry, I didn't...
Kate.
Yes, Kate.
Oi.
That is correct. You get 2 more points. That means you have 4 points. If you get 1 more question right, you're safe. The russebus that you visited, what was their budget?
Jeff.
Yes, Jeff.
1.3 million Norwegian kroner.
1.3 million kroner?
That is correct. You get 2 points.
I started getting really nervous when Heidi and I had 0 points. I was like, wow, I'm in last place right now. That made me nervous.
In Norwegian, how do we say, how much does this...
Heidi.
Yes, Heidi?
Hvor mye koste? Oh, I know it's not right. Hvor mye denne? Hvor mye på denne? Yes.
I'm sorry. That's not the right answer.
Siden Heidi svarte feil, får nå de andre 3 svaralternativer og muligheten til å sikre seg 1 poeng hver for rett svar.
Kate, you still have 4 points. You just need 1 more right answer to be safe. In Norwegian, how do you say, how much does this cost? A. Hvor mye koster denne? B. Hvor vil du at jeg skal koste? C. Går det an å kose seg mer?
Once Heidi answered first and she started to say it incorrectly, I knew I was safe because I know that sentence very well. I love to shop, so I practiced that sentence before I even came to Norway.
Everyone answered A. Hvor mye koster denne? Which is the right answer. And Kate, I can tell that you know what this means.
Yes.
You're safe. and you can go sit with the others. You got 5 points and you graduated.
I did not really have a tactic today, you know. I just was really going in there thinking about my girls and my mom. I just kept my mom right by my heart the whole time. And I think that she really was there and helped me through it.
We move on. In Norwegian, how do you say, what is your name?
Johnny.
Yes, Johnny.
Hva heter du?
That is the correct answer. That means that Heidi, you have 0 points, and both Derek, Johnny, and Jeff have 3 points. So if one of you guys get one more right without alternatives, you're safe. In Norwegian, how do you say, that was expensive?
Jeff.
Yes, Jeff.
How do dyrt? Hva det dyrt?
I'm sorry. That's not correct. I'll give you 3 alternatives. A. Det var dyrt. B. Det var rimelig. C. Du er billig. You may now turn your blackboards. You all answered A. Det var dyrt. And that's the correct answer. It means that Derek and Johnny, you both have 4 points, and you just need 1 more point to be safe. When you say this word in Norwegian, what does it mean? Skjede.
Jeff.
Yes, Heidi?
Dear.
Dear?
Dear.
I'm afraid that's the wrong answer. So I'll give you alternatives. A, vagina. B, chain. C, gender. Has everyone given their answer?
Can I change real quick?
Yes, you may. Then you may turn your blackboards. So Derek and Johnny, you answered A, vagina. And Jeff, you answered B, chain. The correct answer is vagina. Which means that you two are safe and can go sit with the others.
I thought it was really funny that the word vagina was in there in the first place, just because it's just kind of taboo in America to have like words like that on a test. But it was the best usage of vagina that I've ever used before for being safe in FOR NORGE. Like, it was just, yes, thank you, vagina, thank you.
That was a really good hug.
This really hurt. This really hurt. Skjede is vagina, and I knew that, and I wrote A first. I put the right answer first. It was on the board. But then I thought I heard in my crazy brain, I thought I heard the sh sound, so I erased it. Johnny beat me on the V, and I just have to deal with that forever.
You guys ready?
Ready. Yes.
In Norwegian, how would you say it's you?
Heidi.
Yes, Heidi.
Namen.
That's the correct answer. That means you both have 3 points.
We're 3-3. It's anybody's game now. It's just one answer away. And I know that, she knows that. It's even money. It's even money. It can go either way.
I truly don't want to leave. I still feel like I have things to know and do here and experience. And it will break my heart into pieces if I have to leave, and I'm not ready for that.
At the end of that quiz, watching Jeff and Heidi was intense. It really came down to that last final question, and it really could have gone either way. They're both so smart and such incredible people that it's sad to lose any one of them.
Next question. What was the name of the russebus at the party?
was nerve-wracking to know that literally a week in Norway came down to one question. I'm nervous for both of them, and I know that I'm going to feel bad for whoever ends up going home.
Jeff.
Yes, Jeff.
Thadland.
Jeff, that's the correct answer. Heidi, I'm so sorry. That means you have to leave Alt for Norge.
Okay.
You can go say goodbye to the others.
All right. I'm a little taken back, and I just didn't want to go first. I just don't feel like I learned enough. The hardest part is that I've made such good friends. And for a person that never really made friends that easy, it's a big deal to me.
I miss you so much.
I'm very honored, extremely honored to be here. I am honored to have the time that I spent here doing all of the amazing things that I've done. Norway has forever changed me. It's always going to be right here in me, the tears. It's been real. I couldn't ask for a better experience. I wish it were longer, but it hurts. But I look at all of you and my new friends and my new family, and I'm gonna be rooting for each one of you.
It's really hard that Heidi had to go home. I mean, we came here knowing like all of us will eventually go home, but all these adventures, it just felt like we were such a cohesive group, and it just felt like that would be the whole time, and so it was a real reality check to have her leave.
See you on the other side, okay?
See you soon.
Hi, Heidi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm a bit sad.
Me too.
I think it's sad that you have to leave. I'm just really glad that you got the chance to go to your family farm.
Me too. I can't tell you what that meant to me, besides the fact that I have a peace with me now.
Yeah.
And I can leave here knowing that I got to step foot on the ground that my family lived on and came from, and that means the world to me. There's a calmness in me.
But I don't want you to leave empty-handed, so I've got this book for you. And in here, you can find your family tree. And there's contact details for your Norwegian relatives, if you ever come back here.
Yes, I will.
And there's also pictures of your 11 Norwegian American travel mates and new family. So you can keep this.
Tusen takk.
And it's been such a pleasure.
It's been a
to have you
wonderful
here.
time. I've been on a lot of adventures, but I have to say this is the best one yet.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
It's incredible. It changed my life.
Enjoy your trip back home.
Thank you, Peter.
I hope we meet again sometime.
Alt for Norge.
Alt for Norge.
Aw. I miss him already. The words I would use to describe these last 2 weeks in Norway are magical, surreal, and honestly just unbelievable. Nobody's gonna believe me when I go home. Oy. Nothing will ever be the same as I have Norway in my heart now, which I've never had before. And I have family here that I can learn about and know and visit. I won't be the same. Not ever. Your Norwegian family would love to hear from you. They will hear from me.
Oh, I didn't even see this over
Has
there.
anyone here? I've never had champagne before, so.
Oh, no. What?
It's because you're 20.
Come on, Brittany. Graduation day!
That was awesome.
You want a strawberry?
Good job, Brittany.
Should we skål for Heidi?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Missed that girl already.
Be with us the whole time.
Cheers,
Cheers, everyone.
Hey guys, how you doing? So what do you guys think about being Russ?
It's great.
It's not every week that you get to kiss both a dead pig and a president at the same time, does it?
Maybe for you. Me, I call that Tuesday.
Yeah. This week, things have gotten a little bit more serious now that Heidi's been sent home. And this guy has gotten a little bit more important. Although I'm sure Brittany already loves this guy.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Yeah. So the Norwegian Spirit Award goes to someone who has great team spirit. And the person who gets it this week is a caring person, determined, driven, but still cares for the whole team. She's got a good sense of humor. She's like a mom for the entire team. She had a really tough time when she had to face her final exams, but she stepped up like a teacher should and proved that she rules the classroom.
Yay!
So Kate,
right on, Kate.
This week, it's for you.
He's just so cute. But this means that I will be fulfilling one of my lifelong dreams and hopefully getting to be here in Norway on 17.
Yeah!
So cool. Bravo.
You deserve it.
I feel so good now that I've got this little guy in my hands. It just means another week in Norway, another week closer to meeting my family and learning about where I come from.
Okay, you guys, enjoy Stavanger for one more day, and I'll see you guys next week. Ha det bra!
Neste uke skal deltakerne leve som ekte birkebeinere.
Redd kongen, ellers er det ute med oss!
I've had the opportunity to work with a baby like this once before. I definitely killed it. Fucking shit.
Protect the baby! Little known fact, the child got pelted with a snowball as I was holding it.